Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Demystifying Insurance. My name is Julia. Today we are going to be talking about travel insurance. With me on set is Gathoni. Gathoni, karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Julia. It's a pleasure being here again. Yes.
Gathoni, tell us, what is travel insurance?
Travel insurance is a policy one takes out when they would like to travel to cover them for losses or eventualities that would happen that would probably a trip cancelled, should you fall ill, should you lose your baggage, and so on and so forth.
All right. Question, Gathoni. I already have a medical cover. Do I need a travel cover?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
The reason why you do need travel insurance is because travel insurance not only covers the medical part of the trip, it also covers items like trip cancellation, should your trip be curtailed, personal accident, should you lose your checked-in baggage, should you lose your passport. Travel insurance covers a lot more than just the medical bit, the medical aspect of the journey.
All right. Do I need a travel cover if my trip is expensive only?
No. The beauty about travel insurance, it doesn't need to be an extravagant trip for you to cover it. Because you see, let's give an example of illness.
Okay.
Whether you are on a cheap trip or on an expensive trip, illness, the cost of which will be the same. That means you will need to insure all your trips. Should you lose, say, your baggage, you are left stranded and you need to purchase utility items. Say you have lost your passport, the cost of which is quite a lot. Say you are in a country that doesn't have its embassy near where you are, that means you would need to travel to the nearest consulate. The cost associated with replacing that passport would be borne by insurance if you take out a travel insurance policy.
Okay. Do you have travel cover for local domestic travel?
We at Madison General have introduced domestic travel insurance. It's called Safarishwari. It caters for your medical expenses while you're on your trip, and the trip need not be just leisure. It can be for someone who's going up country, it can be for business, it can be for whatever purpose you're traveling for. You catered for that would be for medical, a personal accident. We've seen that our roads lately and in the past, you find that people are having quite a lot of accidents. You are say in the Mara and you fall ill and it was a group trip. It would be such an inconvenience to have to recall everyone back home so that you can go seek medical treatment. The domestic travel insurance would cater for your repatriation or transport back home to seek treatment instead of inconveniencing all the other members of the trip.
Galoni, these are some of the most frequently asked questions through our social media platforms. One of the questions is, I travel abroad, I get COVID. What do I do next?
Thank you very much for that question because it helps me address two matters that ago. When you find yourself with symptoms of COVID, we will require you to reach out directly to us. We have a dedicated team. You can reach out to them. The first page of your policy document has the emergency contacts, email, phone number. You can seek assistance through WhatsApp. The person on the other end will direct you to the nearest facility. What will be required of you at the time is your passport number, your policy number, your location, and if you have a preference on whichever facility you would like to visit. Once you do provide the info that is required for us to address your issue, an appointment is booked for you and you're sent to that facility. matters COVID, should the doctor recommend that you quarantine, we do cater for the cost of quarantine up to $80 per day for a maximum of 14 days, and all drugs are catered for fully.
Thank you, Gathoni. Another question, do you reimburse a client for lost luggage, lost, laptops, electronics?
Yes and no. The first part of your question, yes, we do reimburse for lost luggage. The luggage we do reimburse is your checked-in luggage. We will require a full list of the items that you had in your bag. And why I said no, yes and no, the no is that laptops, jewelry, money, cash books are not supposed to be in your checked-in luggage. They're meant to be in your hand luggage. Those items are not covered in the policy. And the reason why that is because items that are covered in a different policy that would pay out for it cannot be paid twice, because as you know, insurance is meant to indemnify, not make you better. A domestic package policy would sufficiently cater for such a loss for the laptop or your mobile phones.
All right. Thank you, Gathoni. You've mentioned indemnify. That English is too deep for some of us. Okay.
Yes, indemnify in layman's language basically means that the insurance company is meant to put you back in the same place financially for a loss you have incurred. Neither of you should be gaining or the other losing.
Another question, Gathoni. Are there countries that we don't cover?
Yes, there are quite a number we do not cover. Any country that travel advisories have been issued against, why such an advisory would be probably because there's a pandemic, there's political uprising, there's terrorism, or any number of reasons why an advisory has been issued. Yes.
Follow-up question on that, Gathoni. So what happens when I travel to a said country and then a travel advisory is advised when I'm already in the said country?
In that case, we would still offer you services. However, all services from that point would be on reimbursement. The reason is because supposing you need evacuation, we would not be able to send, say you need air evac, we would not be able to send any help to you. We would need you to get help from there, then we reimburse the cost of which.
All right. Asante, that's very clear. I understand that a travel cover is a short-term contract. Do you have a longer period, or is there a travel cover that can go for a longer period of time?
Yes, the period of your trip is what determines how long the travel cover you need for. However, the maximum consecutive period that we do offer as Madison General is 92 days. Some other plans allow for longer periods. That would be the student plan, that would be from 3, 6, or a year. Also, we have an annual multi-trip. This would be for frequent travelers. It is more economical for them to take out an annual multi-trip as opposed to per trip.
Can I purchase the cover on the go?
Yes, travel insurance can be bought on the go. We as Madison have made sure that our products are available to the end consumer on our digital platforms. We have USSD *828#. You can also go to the Mpesa app, go to the Madison MiniApp and purchase from there. You get the policy sent to you on email. So whether you at the airport and you just remembered or that morning before you leave, yes, you can buy it on the go.
Can I extend my cover while I'm abroad?
Yes. The first condition is that you need to alert us before the policy you currently have expires. When you do so, we can extend the policy for a maximum of 30 days. Yes.
All right. Asante. Then another frequently asked question, can I cancel my policy?
Depends on the why you're canceling. But yes, you can cancel your policy. Some of the reasons why you need to cancel is the trip you've decided not to proceed with the trip, visa has been denied. For you to get a refund, you have to request for it before commencement date of that policy. Once a travel policy starts, the amount you paid is taken to be fully utilized.
Thank you for tuning in on today's episode. We look forward for you tuning in for the more episodes on demystifying insurance. Bye-bye.